Good morning. This is Marcus Solar over at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I want to thank everyone for joining us this morning on a Wednesday morning, Central Standard Time, 10 o'clock, with Nassau Re. They are a strategic partner of ours, great partner bringing some of the industry leading in insurance, index annuities, and multi-year guarantee solutions to the marketplace. They do have the industry leading income annuities in the marketplace with up to a 45% income bonus for your clients if they choose the income now rider or the income tomorrow rider with a 14% guaranteed for up to 10 years while your clients are in deferral. Great options there if your clients are looking for income, or the multi-year guarantee rates, which are phenomenal right now as we approach April. April being the largest CD renewal month of the year. If you can offer your clients 3.1 on a 5-year or 3.2 on a 7-year with some great advertising pieces as well, we will cover those in the webinar this morning. Again, I want to thank Jake Quigley-Aroli from Nassau Re joining us this morning. We will be covering a number of different items as we go through the webinar with Nassau this morning. So if you do get pulled away with a client stopping by the office or a phone call, this webinar will be recorded. If you do have questions as we go through this morning, please type them in the question and answer box down below. We will try to address those as we go through. Again, I want to thank you for joining us this morning. Let's go ahead and get started, as we do have quite a bit of information to cover in the webinar this morning. Insurance Agency Marketing Services has been in business now for over 30 years. We are an independent marketing organization based out of Omaha, Nebraska. We do have our new producer builder program. It is a way for us to say welcome aboard. It is based off of fixed indexed annuity business and single premium life business for the first 6 months you are on board. So whether you are just starting to get into the business and you want a 1,500 piece postcard mailer to help fill your pipeline for $100,000 in business or $750 in cash back, or you've been in the business a long time, you submit $1 million in business, we can help you with 8 preset appointments or some green screen advertising, a story, brand builder, published in major outlets like ABC, Fox News, or NBC to further help you with your brand in your local network. Once you use something on this program, it does shut off, and it is a way for us to start the business partnership moving forward. We also do have the IAMS Business Builders, which is a way for you to increase your capital. Again, it is based on the referral producer program, which is a $5 or $50 one-time bonus when you referral agents to Insurance Agency Marketing. You get a $100 one-time bonus when your referral writes their first piece of business, and then you get ongoing income, whether they write life target, index annuity, single premium life, or MIGA business. Another way we can help you offset business within your revenue stream as we keep going forward. Also, we do offer marketing reimbursement. We pay $100 in marketing reimbursement for $100,000 in premium, index annuity premium. We also give you dollars for single premium life and life target premium as well. Again, a lot of our advisors use this to help offset any marketing expenditures or office expenditures, as we do understand it is very expensive to run your business on a day-to-day basis. We do offer some of the best back office support available in the office or in the industry today. We help you work smarter, not just harder, with some case design assistance. We do help you with life and annuity quoting, paperless contracting, top sales and coach expertise, and much more. We also give you forms at your fingertips, whether we're here in the office or on weekends and away from the office. It's all ways to make your life much easier so you can continue what you do best, which is meet with prospects and clients and continue to write the business. We do offer Firelight, which is an electronic application process It is available through our website. A number of different carriers are available on that platform currently. We probably have 80 or 85% of the carriers on that platform, which do allow you to do everything electronically, from fill out the application, submit it to your clients for an electronic e-signature that will submit it back to you. You can click on the electronic e-signature and then it's forwarded onto the carrier directly. This does eliminate all errors. The only hard copy application process that you would have to fill out would be the transfer form. So it does speed up the issuance part of the contract and going forward and getting that transferred and those monies transferred over much more quickly. We do have a great creative marketing solutions team here at Insurance Agency Marketing. It is run by Curtis Hawks and Jacob Tedlock. They do a phenomenal job here at Insurance Agency Marketing. Like I said earlier, no matter where you are in the business, whether you're just getting into the business and you need help with a brand, a logo, business cards, letterhead, envelopes, we can meet you there and help you achieve that next level. Or if you've been in the business for a long time, you would like to rebrand your business, you want to look at digital marketing strategies or social media consulting, or look at green screening through advertising, we can certainly meet you there and help you achieve that next level as well. Please give them a call. They'll be more than happy to do a marketing analysis. We take an overall look at your business and find out where your weaknesses are, where your strengths are, and make recommendations going forward to help you be better in your overall network or landscape of your backyard. We do offer the IAMS website, which is available to you 24/7. One promise that we do make to our advisors or independent producers is that when you do call in the office, we do have the 3-ring promise. We do not have voicemail here at Insurance Agency Marketing. We do understand how hard you work for your clients out in the field. So every time that you do call into our office here, you will receive a live person on the phone and not an electronic database that you talk to. So every time you do call in, we're here for you during business hours. When we're not here, we have all of our tools available to you on the website, including our sales resource library, which makes available presentations, sales ideas, and much more. Please take a look at that. We also have term quotas for life insurance. We have rates for annuities, long-term care product grids, and much more. And that's at www.imsinc.com. We do also offer to our advisors who are currently working with Insurance Agency Marketing Services and producing $250,000 of index annuity on an annual basis, Retirement Analyzer. Retirement Analyzer is our retirement income planning software tool. It is a way for you to help your clients with their retirement income picture. It also help them answer the question, what if the plan in which they believe to be true turned out not to be true when it comes to their retirement income plan? When would they like to know? Today or the first day of retirement? So it really helps you help them take their ideas out of their head when it comes to their retirement, actually put those ideas down on paper and find out if their ideas are really going to play out based on their assumption, their interest rates, and what they foresee is going to happen in their journey through their retirement. So it's a great tool to have. You can certainly take a look at, what if the primary breadwinner passes away prematurely? What happens if somebody goes into a nursing facility? What effect would that have? So if you do have questions on Retirement Analyzer and what that would look like within your own practice, if you don't have a retirement income planning tool, please give any of our sales directors here a call at Insurance Agency Marketing, and we would be more than happy to discuss that with you further. We do offer IAMS Wealth Management, which is a choice for financial advisors. If you are interested in achieving your Series 65, it helps you deepen the relationship with your current clients. It also helps you not leave money on the table when you are meeting with those clients. So it helps improve that client retention as well and increase your revenue overall. If you have questions on this, please give our office a call and either talk to Charles Hiring or talk to Mike Hansen. They would be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have with regards to IAMS Wealth Management or acquiring your Series 65 license. We did announce our Top Producer Summit, which is going to be taking place in 2022. Qualification period is going to be December 1st, 2020 through June 30th of 2022. To be able to qualify for the overall trip is going to be 4.5 million in points to qualify. It's going to be a cruise that will leave Rome, Italy, and return to Venice, Italy. So it's going to be a week's trip. If you want more information on this trip or how you can be part of the overall experience, please give our office a call and talk to any of the sales directors at 1-800-255-5055. If you'd like to follow us and like us on LinkedIn or Facebook, here are our LinkedIn or Facebook accounts. Please go out there and follow us. We do have updated news feeds and articles. We do keep these updated on a daily basis, like the DOL changes that happened last week and much, much more that will help keep your practice current and up to date with any changes on a daily or weekly basis. At this point in time, what I'd like to do is go ahead and turn it over to Jake Quigley-Rowley. Again, I want to thank him. NASA has been a great strategic partner with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Again, they bring industry-leading products to the marketplace, which makes it much easier for us to help our clients, which is advisors in the field, help their clients with their retirement income planning picture. Again, we are coming up on April. Again, it's going to be a huge rate-driven marketplace for multi-year guarantees. And right now they have the industry-leading 5-year at 3.1, which is an incredible rate, with bankrate.com this morning reporting that the top 5-year CD renewal rate is around 1.5. That is going to be a huge opportunity for advisors out there in the field. So again, I'm going to turn it over to Jake this morning. Again, Jake, thank you so much for joining us, and I'll let you take it from here.
Awesome, Marcus. Well, thanks for the intro, and to your point, thanks for everything that you're doing. As we get things loaded up here, just want to reiterate some of the great things that that Marcus mentioned up front. This is an exciting time in terms of our partnership with Insurance Agency Marketing and all the things that we've got going on. We've seen I don't want to say we've tripled sales volume so far at the start of 2021, but with all of the momentum and the great things that we have going on with Nassau and our strong partnership with Insurance Agency Marketing, we have definitely seen a ton of momentum build here with all sort of the work, the promotion that we're talking about. And what I want to do over the next 25 minutes or so is really highlight where the Nassau portfolio fits today. I'm going to give you a couple of sales ideas, sales concepts that we can look at with each one of the products, but really try and drive home a couple of the differentiators with each of the products that we talk about. I'm going to do it under sort of the tagline of, if you've seen me present, with IAMS here recently this year, really operating under the new 5G, the best 5G in the industry tagline. And I use that because we want to really talk about the 5Gs that Nassau is bringing to the table. You see it when we talk about growth. And you may or may not have heard about the Nassau Growth Annuity, the newest product inside of our portfolio. But this is a product. We had a great webinar yesterday with one of the managing partners of the Smart Passage Index at Societe Generale, and talked about the great opportunity that this index provides. But in addition, you're going to see S&P 500 par rates up to as high as 70% on this product. So a great complementary back and forth with S&P strategies and the Smart Passage Index. Marcus already hinted at one of the guarantees we're going to talk about. Today, I believe the highest 5- and 7-year multi-year guarantee rate in the industry. We launched this rate on February 1. And the great news is, just got confirmation that this rate will continue on. So we're going to continue to carry it on in March, and obviously, hopefully, well beyond that as we head into CD renewal time in April. We're also going to talk about the two flagship products inside the Nassau portfolio, the Nassau Personal Income Annuity, Personal Protection Choice. And again, I'm really going to highlight some of the differentiators there. Last but not least, we're going to talk about giveaways. That fifth G that really puts it over the top and really puts the Nassau portfolio at the front of the table when you start looking at different opportunities and different competitors that we have out there today. Nassau Elite, this is our third consecutive year offering this program, and because of your partnership with Nassau through insurance agency marketing, you have the ability for only $1.5 million in qualifying credits to qualify for some great value add back into your business. And if you stick with us to the end, again, because of your partnership with IAMS and Nassau, I'm going to give you an opportunity to really accelerate your qualification through the remainder of first quarter. So let's keep things moving. And you saw that first bullet point. Who is Nassau? Nassau might be if a name that you're not fully familiar with. It is still a newer name in the industry today. But when you look at the history of who Nassau is, we've been doing this since 1851, so our 170th year in business this year. You can see we have nearly 575,000 policies in force, over $26 billion in assets under management. So we've been doing this for a long time, are a very large company, and one of the things that really sits best with a lot of advisors and clients that we work with is the fact that along that 170-year history, we insured Abraham Lincoln. And you might laugh at that. I've always done it, but I tell you, when Nassau came in 2016, and we were going through the rebrand from Phoenix over to Nassau, one of the things that they elected to do at that point in time is to remove remove sort of the link or the tie to Abraham Lincoln. And in my 20 plus years in this industry, I've never seen one thing that made the phone ring more than us removing that from our marketing piece, talking about the history of the company. So there's a lot of weight to having that, and I think it gives peace of mind, maybe to a company that the name might not be familiar, but we've been doing this for a long, long time. And as I mentioned, 2016, Nassau came in and at the time purchased the company from Phoenix Life and Annuity Company. And from 2016 to today has put the company through a major transformation. You're going to see that when we talk about products. You're going to see that when we talk about Nassau Elite. But most importantly to you and to your client, there's been a transformation from a financial platform. Today, my solvency ratio sits at roughly 105%, meaning for every dollar of liabilities Nassau has, we have $1.05 in assets on the book. My risk-based capital today sits at 550%. If you look again across the industry, state insurance departments require companies to carry a minimum of 120% risk-based capital ratio. If you fall below that, they're going to come in and do a more thorough audit to make sure there's not deeper problems in terms of the company from a financial standpoint. Today, Nassau sits at 4 to 5 times that minimum requirement. So you start looking at the longevity of the company, the financial strength of the company, and we're on par with some of the top A-plus rated companies in the industry today. And if you want some additional third-party affirmation of who Nassau is, back in 2019, we received an AM Best upgrade. One is, as far as I'm aware of, only 3 insurance companies over the last 4 or 5 years to get an upgrade from AM Best. In 2020, we finalized the acquisition of Forster's Life of New York. And as we all know, those are very regulated processes. There's a lot of checks and balances that are put in place. And we know New York is one of the more challenging states when you move through that process. But that acquisition was finalized. Again, Nassau acquired Forster's Life of New York in 2020. And then in 2021, already first quarter this year, we went into agreement with Wilton Re and Stone Point Credit, a top-rated credit agency, where they've committed a minimum of $100 million of capital to continue the Nassau growth opportunity. So again, it's that third-party affirmation that the track that we're on is continuing to move the company in the right direction. And when you make a commitment of a Nassau product, you know those benefits are going to be there at the time of your client's need. Now let's talk about, as we continue to move into the opportunity that we have when we talk about index annuities, when we talk about the product portfolio. And as I like to, as we sort of hit that reset button, if you will, I want to give you a couple ideas of why I think it's so important to be talking about FIAs, to be talking about multi-year guaranteed annuities. And the reason is, if you're working with a client or prospect who's coming up on retirement, or maybe in the first couple years of retirement, this is a very challenging time to be in that process of their life. Think about the last decade. We've seen average returns in the open markets of roughly 14% per year. And anybody that's approaching retirement says, hey, I've seen my IRA, my 401k account, it's been growing by leaps and bounds over the last decade. I've got no fears or no concerns heading into retirement that this bucket of assets that I'm going to leverage or I'm going to supplement Social Security is going to be there throughout my retirement days. But what I want to caution you is when you look at the decade prior to the past decade, you see average returns of roughly 1.2%. And when you start talking about a lot of industry experts, there is a thought that the next decade, the current decade that we're in right now, although we're off to a quick start, we're going to see some flat to down years where we'll see more of an average in that 1.5% range. So if you're going into retirement right now, as I like to say, hope is not a successful retirement strategy. We can't hope that the market performs the way it has the last 10 years. We can't hope that the pandemic doesn't impact the markets as much as some experts say it's going to. We can't hope that I'm ready to transition to the distribution phase, that we're not going to have a market bubble or market correction. And think about that. Market valuations are at an all-time high. There's only been 2 times in our economic history where PE ratios have been higher than they are today. And those 2 times were leading into the Great Depression and the 6 months prior to the 2008 tech bubble market correction. So again, we're not sitting here saying that the bubble is going to pop tomorrow, a year from today, 5 years from today. But what we are saying is if you are getting ready to retire, you need to start thinking about what is the other side of what we've seen the last decade. Volatility, low returns, bubbles. And you have to ask the question to that client and prospect and say, is the return worth the risk? We have products and features where we can give you peace of mind, predictability, and safety throughout your retirement years. And whether that's right for 100% of your assets, 50%, 25% of your assets, I've got a product that's going to help give you that peace of mind, those guarantees to protect yourself, or as I like to call them, volatility buffers for a lot of different things that are completely out of our control. Now, again, I'm not saying this stuff because everybody on the call isn't aware of all the opportunities that we have in front of you. But I think it's worth reiterating that as we transition to the product portfolio. When you think about prospects or clients that you're talking to, or you're thinking about ways of how do I get in front of more people, not only is it a challenging time because we're coming off of the heels of a 10-11-year bull market run, but we're still in the midst of a pandemic which is having some challenges getting in front of people. Marcus mentioned it earlier. We have a great opportunity, though, right now to try and fill that pipeline up. You see the Nassau My Annuity 5X, 7X, our multi-year guaranteed annuity contract. 2 different contract durations, as we mentioned, both a 5-year or 7-year product duration. In addition, 2 different liquidity options, a 0% penalty free or up to 10% penalty free. And you can see the 5-year 0% free withdrawal is going to pay you the industry-leading 3.1% guaranteed for the next 5 years. On the 7-year chassis, you can see that bumps up to 3.2%. For clients needing a little bit more liquidity, so again, getting that 10% penalty free out, the rates on the 5 years 2.9 and 3% on that 7-year. Again, going back to what Marcus said, if you look at bank rate, you look at where CDs are right now. If you're looking at shorter term CDs, you're talking 0.25%, 0.5%. If you're looking at 5 years renewal at roughly 1.5%. Here you've got the power of tax deferral, sort of that triple compounding concept. Interest on principal, interest on tax savings, and interest on interest. You're going to really maximize that client's opportunity or that accumulation potential on a guaranteed basis. Not to mention the fact some other great consumer-friendly features with the Nassau My Annuity contract. Every one of the contract durations and liquidity options offers required minimum distributions out penalty-free to the client. Both 5-7-year products, both liquidity options, pay full account value at death to the beneficiary. In addition to that, they also have nursing home and terminal illness waivers built in, which for qualifying consumers are going to waive surrender charges and give them access to their full account value. You've got some of the best rates on the 5- and 7-year MIGA guarantees. You've got some of the great consumer-friendly features that you have with this product. And again, excited to have this leading into April Marcus mentioned up front, we have some great marketing pieces available. They'll be able to follow up with you following the presentation today. And if you have any interest, get you some of those fillable pieces. It can help you fill that pipeline. Get in front of more clients. As you look at this multi-year guarantee product, we also offer the ability to illustrate, customized illustrations for any client you're potentially working with or talking with. Here you can see a $250,000 premium. We've elected the 5-year product with the 0% liquidity, or as I like to call RMD-friendly liquidity feature. At the end of 5 years, that $250,000 has grown to a guaranteed $291,228. You put this illustration in front of your client, they know exactly at the end of 5 years, when this contract comes out of surrender, what their money is going to have been. It takes the volatility off the table. It takes the concern about market bubbles, market corrections, and gives peace of mind in terms of a bucket of assets where we're looking for a safe return. In addition to the marketing pieces that we have available, we've also recently just put together a nice piece when a multi-year guaranteed annuity makes sense. And you can see it talks and really compares the difference of a fixed annuity versus a CD. We're going to talk about the term, interest rates, taxes, liquidity, withdrawal provisions, a lot of great differentiators. And this is something that for a client that maybe responds to a marketing request for you, you could send out this marketing piece to give them some additional information about when a multi-year guaranteed annuity makes sense. Let's continue along the path of guarantees. We talked already about the need to be continuing to talk about index annuities, principal protection, volatility buffers. I want to transition to the flagship product inside the Nassau portfolio, the Nassau Personal Income Annuity. Again, the number one selling product inside of our portfolio, and a product like the name says, was designed to be a leader in the guaranteed income space. Once you do a fact find with a client and you understand that with a bucket of assets that we're talking about, the goal is to provide the highest level of guaranteed lifetime income to supplement Social Security with this bucket of assets. The only question you need to ask at that point in time is when. When are you looking to make that transition from the accumulation to the distribution phase? If it's within the first 3 years after issue, you're going to elect the Income Today rider. What that rider is going to do is it's going to give your client an immediate 30% bonus to their benefit base. You come in with a $100,000 premium, their income account at issue is $130,000. Now your client has the flexibility to activate that guaranteed annual lifetime income rider as soon as 30 days after issue. And in this example, if they do that anywhere from 30 days through the first contract anniversary, their guaranteed annual lifetime income is going to be based off of that $130,000. But if they defer at least 1 year, so we hit that first contract anniversary, Nassau is going to add another 7.5% bonus to the benefit base only on top of that 30% bonus. And if they defer 24 months or 2 years, at the end of the second contract anniversary, we add another 7.5% bonus, giving your client a full guaranteed 45% bonus to their income account. Think about the peace of mind in a time, again, when volatility, concerns about market bubbles, market corrections are out there. You can take a bucket of assets and guarantee that client or prospect that you're working with from an income perspective that their account is going to grow 45%. That's the power that you have with the Nassau Personal Income Annuity Income Today rider. Maybe that client's time horizon was a little bit longer, so we're talking about the Income Tomorrow rider. Instead of a big upfront bonus, here what we're going to do is we're going to grow your client's benefit base at a guaranteed 14% simple per year. We're going to grow it for up to 10 years or until the client activates the rider, whichever comes first. Again, peace of mind and predictability. That's really what we're focused on when we're looking at the second G guarantees with the personal income annuity. And those some great consumer-friendly features, the ability to do joint payouts on qualified dollars, access to income as soon as 30 days after issue through the guaranteed lifetime income rider, or up to 10% penalty-free withdrawal. Marcus mentioned the ability to run customized illustrations. The great team over there at Insurance Agency Marketing can put together a side-by-side comparison of income today versus income tomorrow for any client or prospect that you're working with. Have them sit down with you, show them exactly what their premium can provide from a guaranteed annual income perspective, depending on when they're looking at activating that rider. And I want to show you a quick idea in terms of flexibility of income. one of the other great things that we mentioned is the ability to get access to income of up to 10% through the penalty-free withdrawal as soon as 30 days after issue. One of the things that we've been building momentum on is maximizing out that 45% bonus. If you have a client who's looking to activate income immediately or access income immediately, what you would think is you're going to elect the income today rider, and we're going to turn that rider on as soon as 30 days after issue. What happens if we do that is we're foregoing those additional 7.5% bonuses because we've already activated the rider. So what I have a lot of advisors that I work with, how I position this with them is instead of turning on the rider immediately, let's take a penalty-free withdrawal. We're going to use that up to 10% penalty-free withdrawal, and we can actually generally get about 5% more in income than if we activated the rider immediately. So we withdraw that income for the first couple of years, we capture that full 45% bonus, and then we activate the rider. Again, flexibility, customization to squeeze every single penny that we have available to the client, and again, something that we can run to show you the maximization of income. But let's continue forward, and let's talk a little bit about the next product inside of our portfolio, a product that we've seen sales volumes more than triple over the last 4 or 5 months, and that's with the Nassau Personal Protection Choice Contract. The power in this product is the customization. You can see not only are you able to provide your client a competitive income with the income today, income tomorrow rider, you're also going to have nursing home enhancements, in-home care enhancements, lump sum death benefits available. So we're covering a lot of different risks with one premium inside of one product and no underwriting that you're typically used to with products that provide this type of benefit. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on the income protection side of things. You see we have the same income today, income tomorrow rider that you had with the industry-leading Nassau Personal Income Annuity. The difference is if you did a comparison of income, Personal Protection Choice is going to be roughly 3 to 5% less in guaranteed annual income than what you get with Personal Income Annuity. But for giving up 3 to 5% less in income, you now have the opportunity to attach our care protection benefit. What this benefit is going to do is it's going to take that guaranteed annual lifetime income your client's receiving. And if your client were to go into a nursing home, it's going to enhance that income up to 250%. And it's going to pay directly to your client for up to 5 years as long as they continue to qualify, even if the account value is depleted to zero. Now, maybe your client doesn't go into a nursing home, but they're not able to fulfill 2 of 6 ADLs and need in-home care. In that situation, we're going to increase the guaranteed annual income by up to 175%. Again, payable directly to your client for up to 5 years as long as they continue to qualify, even if the account value depletes to zero. And I stress that point because as far as I'm aware of, Nassau is only one of 2 carriers that are going to pay this benefit once the account value depletes to zero. And the importance there is, think about it, the average critical care stay doesn't generally start when a client is in their 60s. Generally doesn't even happen when they're in their early to mid 70s. We're talking late 70s, at some point in their 80s, maybe even their 90s. And if we've been accessing income from this account for 10, 15, 20 years, and then we enhance that income by up to 250%, we're going to deplete through the remaining assets fairly quickly. Again, I've used this point multiple times with the Nassau portfolio. Peace of mind for your client to know they're going to get this benefit for a period of time to help them offset cost. That's what you have with this product, the customization, the flexibility, and the security of assets to the client. Now, we've elected our income time horizon of today, tomorrow. We've had the opportunity to attach the care protection benefit. Last but not least, our family protection rider, our enhanced death benefit. Here, what we're going to do is we're going to grow your client's premium. We're going to grow their principal at a guaranteed 10% simple through age 70, 5% simple age 71 to 85 for a max of 10 years or until the client turns age 85. Then this family protection benefit, this guaranteed lump sum death benefit, will be paid in a 100% lump sum death benefit to the beneficiary at time of death. So again, Nassau is not going to dictate the terms to the beneficiary of how they have to receive this benefit. When you put the whole package together, here you can see again those customized illustrations. The guarantees that your client's going to know exactly the income, the enhanced income they're going to get at the time of need. And here again, you can see a 60-year-old client, $500,000 deposit. You've got a guaranteed income of $52,320 if the client deferred 10 years. That also translates to over $130,000 in nursing home benefit, over $91,000 in-home care benefit. And after 10 years, that $500,000 deposit has a $1 million lump sum death benefit that would be payable in a full 100% lump sum to the beneficiary. Peace of mind, predictability, that's what you've got with the Nassau Personal Income Annuity and Personal Protection Choice. One last quick slide before we transition to the last product that I want to take a couple minutes talking about. But I want to show you a sales strategy, a concept that you can use with both Personal Income Annuity as well as Personal Protection Choice. Here again, $500,000 premium, 60-year-old client. If they were to activate income in year 3, it would generate roughly $24,000 in income. But instead of activating that rider, what we're really going to do is let that 14% roll up, maximize to increase the income and the other benefits you have on this product. So we're going to use the penalty-free withdrawal. That's, again, up to 10% available as soon as 30 days after issue. And we're going to withdraw $24,000 from years 3 to year 6. Now, again, why we take that withdrawal, our benefit base is growing at 14% simple, proportionally reduced down for that withdrawal. But you see, then year 7, we activate that rider, and we have a guaranteed income of $30,062 that's going to pay directly to your client for as long as they live. In addition, we've maximized the other benefits. Your client goes into a nursing home. They have over $75,000 in benefit. In-home care, over $52,000 in benefit payable directly to them for up to 5 years, even if the account value is depleted to 0. And despite the fact that we've taken out roughly a fifth of the initial premium through those penalty-free withdrawals, if that client were to pass away at age 67, you can see there's a $615,000 lump sum death benefit guaranteed on this product. This is why, as I talk to advisors who sell this product, and we highlight the differentiators that you have, many of them say, I had no idea this product could do everything that you're telling me it can do. This is one of the most consumer, if not the most consumer-friendly combo benefit product out there in a way to really separate yourself from the competition. Now let's transition one more time. And from a product standpoint, let's talk about the 4th G inside of this 5G equation, and that's growth, accumulation. And this is with the Nassau Growth Annuity. This is the newest product inside of our portfolio. You can see we issue this contract through age 85, up to a max commission on the 10-year product of 7.35%, or 6.6% on the 7-year contract duration. In addition to that, every 10-year product is issued with a built-in return of premium or return of fee feature. So we're going to talk about some enhanced participation rate strategies, which are going to, for enhanced par rates, going to cost your client a small fee. At the end of the day, we get into a market cycle where we have negative, down, flat years, and that fee eats away at the principal. Your client's not going to be penalized for trying to maximize accumulation. So know you've got the peace of mind of that return of premium built into every contract, refundable to your client at death or at the end of the 7 or 10-year contract duration. In addition, on that 10-year product duration, you have the opportunity to elect between 2 different income riders. But the real sizzle of this product, the real strength of the Nassau Growth Annuity, is in the accumulation strategies. And I want to let you in on a secret. We had a rate increase on January 1, not only on new money rates, but also on renewal rates. I just prior to this webinar this morning got information that rates are going to be increasing again on the Nassau Growth Annuity. So the rates that you see today, a 1-year S&P par rate of 34%, no cap, no spread, no fee, or for a 1% strategy fee to enhance that par rate up to 47%. They're all going up as of March 1. You can see 2-year S&P rates of 50%, up to 70% on the 10-year contract with that enhanced par rate with a 1% strategy fee. And then our Smart Passage Index, which I'm going to take a slide or two to talk about the value of this index. You can see up to 135% par rate on the 10-year product, or up to 115% on the 7-year contract duration with Nassau Growth Annuity. But let's quickly talk about the complementary index alongside the S&P 500, the great rates that we have with the S&P 500. And that's the Smart Passage Index. This is an index that's comprised of the 200 least volatile stocks inside of the S&P 500. Those stocks are ranked from 1 to 200, with 1 being the least volatile, which receives the highest weighting inside of this index. So it's really going all in on that low vol concept that if you look over time, low volatile stocks tend to outperform higher volatility stocks. The big differentiator, though, that you have with this Smart Passage Index is that we have a built-in volatility target of 16.5%. When you look at the industry, a lot of these managed vol indexes have a vol target of 5, 6, 7%. So what they're really doing is capping the upside, capping exposure to the index at a much lower rate. When you look at the S&P 500, it carries a 16% volatility. Well, the Smart Passage Index has a 16.5% vol target, giving you the opportunity to have equity-like returns inside an FIA portfolio. And think about the opportunity when you have in front of us. If you go back to January 1 of 2000, the S&P 500 has returned roughly 297%. The Smart Passage Index, this low vol concept, sits at 514%. And the great thing is when you look at the recovery in 2020, even so far in 2021, what we've seen is a strong focus on tech stocks. Right? Tech really led the recovery that we saw in 2020 and so far in 2021. Low vol stocks have missed out on that recovery, but they're going to get their opportunity, which with a 135% par rate on the 10-year product really is going to give you an opportunity to give a great compelling story alongside S&P. And you see on the screen in front of you the types of returns that these strategies have performed. The 2-year enhanced par rate on the S&P over the last 10 years has returned just north of 8% on average per year. The 2-year Smart Passage Index, 135% par rate, roughly 9.75% average return over the last 10. You have a great accumulation story on top of all the guarantees that we've already talked about with the Nassau Growth Annuity. I mentioned we've got Group A, Group B states, slightly reduced par rates in the Group B states. You see on the screen in front of you the type of opportunities that you have from a growth perspective. But again, no, on both the guaranteed side of our portfolio as well as the accumulation side, we have the ability to put together customized illustrations to show you how the index can perform. And last but not least, again, we talked about the rates, the differentiators. I wanted to re-highlight on the 7-year product, which I think is a great opportunity from an accumulation standpoint. Very competitive accumulation rates. Very strong commission of up to 6.6% on a 7-year product, with a return of premium built into every contract that's issued. Last but not least, I quickly mentioned the opportunity to attach an income rider. When you look at the Nassau Growth Annuity, the 10-year contract duration, there are 2 optional riders. I really want to highlight that top rider, the amplified income. And what it is a low-cost rider for only 25 basis points. We're going to build in a benefit base that grows at 150% of index credits. So it's really going to give that client at a low cost an opportunity to shoot for the stars, shoot for the skies in terms of an income perspective. And you can see over the last 10 how this, from an income perspective, would have performed. That benefit base would have provided over $17,600 in income for that client. 15-year deferral, over $36,800 in income for that client. So again, a great complementary sale alongside personal income annuity or personal protection choice with the guarantees. And
I got a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Somebody's wondering if the growth annuity is out in California as of yet, or do we have any news about that?
Yeah, no, great question. So we have had a lot of progress in California over the last, well, let's call it 2 months here in 2021. So we are anticipating that we will have, I know last webinar we did, Marcus, it was sort of the same commentary, but we are seeing movement, and we anticipate that we will have growth annuity approval in California in the very near future.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, it's a great question. But let's tie it all together. You've seen the opportunity that we have with index annuities. You've seen the strength in Nassau through the transformation since the acquisition. One of the things that I'm excited to offer today, roll out, is, again, our third year of offering our Nassau Elite program. And because of your partnership with Nassau through insurance agency marketing, you have the ability to qualify for Nassau Elite, which requires only $1.5 million in qualifying credits and maintaining an 80% placement ratio. What that $1.5 million in FIA premium is going to get you is compensation enhancements. Your first year qualifying, Nassau is going to pay you a 50 basis point bonus retro to $1 on your entire block of FIA sales for that year. Achieving Nassau Elite for a second consecutive year, we're going to increase that bonus to 75 basis points, again, retro to $1, on top of your already strong commissions of up to 7.35% on the 10-year products or up to 6.6% on the 7-year contract. These compensation bonuses are on top of those strong commission rates. Not only are you going to get commission enhancements, you're going to qualify for elite level service. What that's going to do is get you access to a dedicated new business case manager, as well as a dedicated suitability team. We are in the process of working on May 1. When you process through EAP, we will, almost much like life insurance, have instant approval from a suitability standpoint. That is something that will be available through you to the EAP process, so you'll know at time of submission on 99% of cases if that case is approved or if suitability is going to decline that case. That's from the elite level service. And last but not least, last year we took our top 75 producers. We're going to Sonoma, California. Hopefully we're going to Sonoma, California. The trip has been postponed. We will have another trip opportunity for 2021 production. It has not been, the parameters and location have not been announced yet, but know you're working towards qualifying for that as well. Again, for only $1.5 million in qualifying credits. And our way of thanking you for all that you do, thanking you for working with Nassau through insurance agency marketing. For every FIA submit during Q1, we're going to count that production as double towards qualifying towards Nassau Elite. So technically, you could qualify for Nassau Elite for only $750K in submitted premium. Again, access to commission enhancements, elite level service, potential trip opportunities. And you see in 2020, Nassau Elite qualifiers received an additional $1.6 million in compensation. We showed you some ways to squeeze every penny out of the products from a client perspective. Well, let's squeeze every penny that you can from a commission standpoint, taking advantage of some great products while also paying you and putting more money in your pocket from a compensation standpoint. So with that, when you look at that $1.5 million, what does that mean? $125,000 a month in issued premium. If you take a look at our FIA portfolio, the average case size is north of that $125,000. So by submitting just one contract at the average case size, you're going to qualify for Nassau Elite. And at the end of the day, that means an additional, at minimum, $750,000 $7,500 in commission into your pocket, or again, at the minimum for your second consecutive year, $11,250. And it can only go up from there based on your value of production. We continue to offer our very strong EAP, consumer-friendly. I know insurance agency has their Firelight system. We're on obviously Firelight as well. You get an additional compensation bump for submitting business through EAP. And we also have e-contract delivery to add more efficiencies back into your business. So at the end of the day, take advantage of the partnership with Nassau and insurance agency marketing. Leverage the strength of the 5G Nassau portfolio, whether that be for guarantees, growth, or giveaways. Don't leave a penny on the table for you or for your clients. And with that, I want to kick it back to Marcus. Again, I know I went longer than I love, but there's so many good things happening right now. We have such a big opportunity in front of us in 2021. So I want to, Marcus, for everybody on the call, I want to thank you for the opportunity. I want to thank you for the time, and I definitely look forward to working with many of you and speaking with many of you over the coming days and weeks. Thanks again, Marcus. I'll kick it back to you to wrap things up.
I appreciate it, Jake. I appreciate everyone listening in. I have launched a poll. If you want more information on Nassau or would like to get contracted with Nassau, please let me know through the poll, and I'll certainly follow up with you. I did get an additional question for you, Jake. What products are available to folks out in California at this point? You want to cover that real quick?
Yeah, I'd love to. So in California, we have the Nassau Personal Income Annuity is available. Nassau Personal Protection Choice is available. And then again, we expect in the very near future that we will have Nassau Growth Annuity as well as the Nassau My Annuity 5X, 7X. So personal income annuity, personal protection choice are currently available in the state of California.
Okay. And then the care rider out there in California, that currently is or is not available in California?
No, yeah, thank you for highlighting that. No, the care benefit, unfortunately, the care benefit on personal protection choice is not available. I would love to say that's coming soon, but unfortunately, based on sort of guidelines and approval processes, I don't see a way that the care benefit in the state of California will ever be approved, unfortunately.
Okay. If there's any, if there's any other questions, please feel free to fill them out in the question box down below. We'll be more than happy to adjust it, but I do appreciate you, Jake, taking time to cover the entire Nassau portfolio with us this morning. Like Jake had covered, that 5 and 7X are incredible rates in today's marketplace. We do have the advertising pieces here at Insurance Agency Marketing. Nassau has been an outstanding strategic partner of ours and will continue to be. If there are any quotes or anything we can help you, help your clients with, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to put together some quotes for you, get you whatever client materials you need for any upcoming appointments. I don't show that there are any other questions. So at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Jake, I do appreciate your time today and look forward to seeing everyone on the next webinar with Jake. Thank you so much and have a great day.